Yo, 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 yo. So we live. You know what? I didn't all right, let me go ahead and turn that off. So, I really didn't even plan on going live today. I really want to get to the point where I'm doing it Monday on a consistent basis. But to be honest, like probably over the last couple of weeks, like I just been like dealing with a lot of stuff and beating myself up a lot, really, to be honest. Um, but the point of this live, man, we talking about imposter syndrome. Now, we all know, like, obviously, imposter syndrome is not the same thing as being an imposter. Like an imposter, you're faking like you're doing it. And then the imposter syndrome, I've been dealing with that a lot lately, to be honest. There's I've taken some L's. 2023 was rough. Like I'm not gonna lie. Every year up until then, it's just been boom, 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 growth, 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 growth. And in 2023, I took a lot of L's, a whole lot of L's. You know, um, it probably would have put, a lot of people out of business, to be honest with you. Um, but yeah, I took a lot of L's 2023. Most of them, all of them, really, all of them that we took was my fault. I took my foot off the gas and I stopped doing the things that got me to that point in the first place. But that's a completely different video for a different day. So the imposter syndrome, right? It's crazy when I think about it. Like I know what I did to get to where I'm at. I know the moves that I had to make and the sacrifices and figuring out systems and how to build and how to speak to clients and how to speak to prospects and turning them into clients and how to turn candidates into employees. Like I know how to do all of those things, all of it. And again, it was me taking my foot off the gas. So let me give you a really quick rundown. There's this local company, it's local to me. Um, and this guy, like he has a building, he's doing all of these things, and he's been in business for a long time. And I've always found myself comparing myself to this guy who's been in business. He's probably like 60 years old. So he's been in business for a long time. I find myself comparing myself to him. It's like, well, damn it. Am I really that good? I should have a building. I should have this. I should have that. And the truth is, after thinking about it for a while and looking at everything that came with him getting to where he is, I had to look at myself and reevaluate and just say, you know what? Do I really want that? Is that for me in the future? Does that align with my long-term goals? And the truth is that it doesn't. I look at other business owners who are doing, seven figures, eight figures in business, and it's like, okay, I'm comfortable where I am. I can teach damn near anybody on how to make six figures in the multiple, but I can't teach you how to make seven. I have a pretty good idea how to make seven, but I've never done it, so I'm not comfortable. If I was to say, hey, I can show you how to do this, that's where the whole imposter thing comes in. So I'm not the seven figure business owner. Yeah, we make decent money, even though we took a loss last year. It was I was still going to recover. I probably won't recover from that until like June or July. But the point is, we're still going to recover. And I know that there's a lot of people who follow. There's a lot of people who follow and get advice and look for advice. And I just never wanted to be the person to mislead anybody into thinking that I'm doing something more than what I'm doing. Like I don't have, problems that I face and different obstacles that I have to overcome in my business. I don't want you to think that, if you buy something that I'm selling, that you're not going to have your own set of problems. You're still going to have to, deal with different things, and you're still going to have to, have different obstacles and adversities and different things you're going to chase. This is not a fix. It's not a microwave thing. This is a template. It's a recipe. It's a blueprint for you to be able to go off of. But even within that, there's still going to be problems. There's still going to be issues. There's still going to be things that come up. So that was really just like, one of the main things when I'm talking about, the losses that we took last year, that it really messed me up, to be real. We talking, $250,000, $250,000 in reoccurring revenue that we lost because I stopped doing the things that got me to that point in the first place. And then it's like, okay, well, I said it before, accounts they're so much easier to get, or they're so much easier to lose than they are to get. You can get them way faster. Are you going to lose them way faster than you can get them if you're not doing the things that you're supposed to be doing? And that's really one of the things. By the time I caught it, by the time I really checked things out, it was like, oh shit, this is too late. Like the building is burning, so we got to do everything we can to make sure that it doesn't burn down completely, right? And what that looked like was me, some people had to, some subcontractors had to get let go. Some employees, their positions and all of their things are going to change. So when I'm going through those things in my business, and then I'm comparing myself, or not necessarily, I'm comparing the success of someone else to where I'm at. And the reality is that we all gonna go through it. Everyone, majority of people are gonna face, some sort of imposter syndrome, especially if you're in business. But the thing is that I have to remind myself is that, keep the blinders on. It's okay to get motivation and inspiration, but build your business according to, what you have and what goals that you have set for yourself. Don't build your business in modeling it after me, trying to have the things that I have, and I can't do the same thing for other people, trying to model my business or do the things that they're doing, because at the end of the day, I don't know what their problems were. I don't know what they were suffering from. I don't know, some of the downsides, some of the losses that they took, and that's really just the biggest thing is making sure that as I'm growing my business, that I have my my long-term plan in place, and I'm not deviating away from that just because I feel like someone else is doing, X, Y, or Z. So I'm not going to be on here too long. That was really just like one of the things that I definitely wanted to get off my chest. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes if we got any questions, because I'm definitely going to answer some questions if anyone has any. But yeah, that's really just the biggest thing is making sure that, you know, don't follow what everyone else is doing. Don't position yourself, to be a carbon copy of what someone else is doing. Put yourself in a position where you can always do the things that you're doing. Maybe I know for me, like I don't necessarily want to have a 8-figure cleaning business. I don't want to have a business that's making, 10 million and above, because I know that there's a lot more problems. There's a lot more stress that comes with that I may not really be ready to deal with. A 7-figure business. I told myself for the longest time, like, I don't know if I want to deal with a 7-figure cleaning business, just for the simple fact that I don't know if I want to deal with what comes with that. Right. So, being in the mid sixes, 700,000 range, that's a good range. But as things, progress throughout this year, we'll see, I'll reevaluate things and look and see where I'm going. But not never really comparing myself, or trying not to compare myself to what other people is doing, because, that's a really quick way to put yourself into a downward spiral, not only through in your business, but also, mentally, making sure that you're building your business for the things that you want. And that's, one of the reminders that I constantly have to remind myself, like, is this still in my best interest? Am I still doing the things that I got in the business for? Like, if we being real, like, I almost shut all of this down, like, to focus solely back on my business. I was going to stop, making YouTube videos. I was gonna stop my Facebook group, like everything, all the external things that didn't have to do with my business. I was getting ready to kill all of it. All of it was gonna shut down. But it's for people who send me messages like, man, thank you for what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing. I value what you're doing. Thank you. Your messaging and all of that stuff, it helps. It helped me through this particular time or through that particular time. But if it really wasn't for that stuff, like, in all honesty, I would shut all of this down, because I have to focus on, the thing that actually pays the bills, all the stuff that actually pays for everything. So, at the end of the day, I do get gratification, I do get satisfaction out of being able to help people. But at the same time, like, I definitely got to make sure that I'm taking care of the thing that takes care of me and my family, which is the cleaning business. So with that said, I'm still here. I'm still going to help where I can. I'm still going to always be able to, to offer assistance where I can, based on the knowledge that I have. Again, like, imposter syndrome is not the same thing as being an imposter. I can only tell you the things that I've done, and what has been successful for me, and what's actually worked in my business. I can't tell you, how to grow a 7 or 8 figure business as of today, because I haven't done it. Right. My business is, we're in the comfortable 6 figure range, and unless, after we reevaluate things, and, in the middle of the year, maybe we might push forward for that 7 figures. But I don't think I necessarily need it, based on, what my goals are, and, what I want to do in the future. So if you just now tapping in, go ahead and hit the like button if any of this made sense. If you got any value, if you're facing imposter syndrome, or any of those things in your business or in your life, go ahead and hit the like button for me one time. If you got any questions, go ahead and drop a question in. We can definitely do a couple questions, but I'm not going to be on here too long today. I didn't even plan this. This is just one of the things that I'm at the office, so I said I'm going to go ahead and shoot. But you got any questions, go ahead, hop on for me one time. You got any questions at all? If you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and end this call. So, all right, looks like we got nothing coming in. Once again, guys, I appreciate you, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.